presser about becoming undisputed at 47. Does that mean Crawford is on the hit list before you move up?
Yeah, I mean, definitely so. If we can get that fight made, it'll get made. But if not, then it is what it is. I'm not gonna dwell over it, but it's something that I want to be undisputed. So we'll see.
Because you've shown how much you love the history of the sport. Do you feel like that's something you need to accomplish to be an all-time great at welterweight with the Trinidads and the Ray Robinsons and all those guys?
No, I don't think it's something I need to be all-time great because I don't think Trinidad and a lot of those guys was undisputed, were they?
No, Trinidad had the same 2 belts you have after he beat De La Hoya, the WBC.
Yeah, I don't think Trinidad, De La Hoya, Floyd, a lot of these guys, a lot of the greats, won undisputed, especially in the 4 belt era. So, I don't think, something that, just that I need like that, but it's something that I definitely want, why not? But, if it can't happen, then, it is what it is.
And lastly, man,
okay. Man, let's hear it, man. 122 pounds, 10-5, man. What the Good Fellas Sports TV, bro.
Good from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Watching
Good Fellas Sports.
Good Fellas fight.
Make sure to check me out on Spotify too, man. Give me a rating on there, man. All the live streams I do go on Spotify, so you can hit the link in the description, and it take you there. I take you there. Okay, so you heard the man. You know what I'm saying? You heard the man with the master plan, with $100 grand in his right hand and left hand. You heard him. Once again, his fanboy is gonna dwell on the part of, well, he said he wants it, but you're not talking like it's a need, my nigga. It's a difference to want something. He said a lot of great fighters were not undisputed. So I don't think it's something that that I need like that, but it's something that I want. Why not? But if it can't happen, then it is what it is. So come on, hella nonchalant about it. Come on, somebody that really want to undisputed, man. We gonna make this happen, bro. We gonna find a way to make it happen. And if it don't happen, it ain't gonna be on my end. Come on. I ain't trying to take no low ball offer. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to take peanuts, but we can work something out. We can compromise something, throw something together. I'm gonna do everything in my power to make it happen. If it don't happen, then it don't lie on my shoulders. Simple as that. If it don't happen, it don't lie on my shoulders. It is what it is. If it don't happen, it don't happen. I want it. Like, bro, he not talking like it's a want. How back in the day how you want them damn shoes? You know what I'm saying? You be like, man, I want them damn shoes. You even, you willing, you ask your parents, they said, we'll see, but you even willing to go rake some leaves. You ambitious, bro. You very ambitious about getting them dang on shoes. And you gonna make it jump. You gonna find a way. And he don't have an ambition towards Bud. And then before all of that, they talked about, man, let's start off here. So Sean Zattel asked him about the premature stoppage, right? Right? The premature stoppage to Sean and Terence Crawford. And he was like, well, you got up out of there. He basically was like, well, I ain't really like the stoppage. And I'm just thinking, like, bro, you ran up out of there. And he ran so fast up out of there, y'all. He didn't even know where car service was. Ellie Sackback had to tell him where the car service was at, where to get back to his hotel. And like I said before, if you didn't like the stoppage and you don't think that was a dynamic performance, right? Then go see if he can prematurely stop your ass or legitimately stop you. You know, see if he can legitimately stop you. You know what I'm saying? Go see if you want some of that and see if that's real. And if you go through and it's not real, then cool. You go in there and you prove that, man, that ain't me. My daddy and Derek ain't gonna throw in no towel. But they still talking about, you know, I was talking earlier, I said I want Canelo whoopty whoop. You know, he fighting another setup. That's what I said. He said, well, you know, Crawford and Porter was premature. Fine, I ain't really tripping on that. That don't make me mad. We know for a fact Canelo put rehydration clause. We know for a fact Canelo put rehydration clause on Rocky Fielding. Come on, he put it on every opponent. We know that for a fact. It's a known fact. It's a known fact, bro. Like, come on, he put a rehydration clause on Rocky Fielding. Why wouldn't he do it on Dimitri Bivol? Common sense. Right? But then they get mad when you say that. Well, the Bud legitimately stopped Sean Porter. Sean Porter was on the canvas doing a crybaby. That's a fact. He was on the canvas doing a crybaby. He was drooling on his lap. But I don't even need to revisit. I never even really addressed that. Like that's come on. They come from a generation of boxing fans who don't know nothing about nothing. Everything we talked about last night, even going back to the Floyd era, them dudes wasn't around, bro. They was in the house playing with Tonka toys, or they was doing homework, or maybe it was in front of the Xbox 360 or the Xbox. That was a real live stream I did last night. That was a real live stream. That was a real one. Come on, most people didn't couldn't comment because they couldn't relate. They couldn't relate to that. And then you got these new age boxing fans saying, well, that, you know, it doesn't happen like that no more. You can't call people out like that no more. And I got on Terence Crawford last night too. He not doing enough. He not doing enough. Point blank, period. If you really want this fight and you hear him talking like this, you got to make him Johnny on the spot. And he too quiet, bro. He said, well, I don't really want to disrespect another brother like that, man. I respect that, but man, ain't no black code. He talking about, yeah, they gonna call me N-word behind my back. Man, Andre Ward is one of the most professional. He carry himself in a very professional manner, bro. They still calling him a nigga. Point blank, period. They still calling him a nigga. That's a fact. They still calling him a nigga, no matter how you slice the cake. They still calling him a nigga. I say it again. They still calling him a nigga. And whatever Terence Crawford do, you still getting called a nigga. So you gonna be a brother that's gonna leave paydays on the floor, right? Or you gonna go out there and go get it. He talking like that, bro. You gotta bring him off the ledge. You know what I'm saying? You gotta talk him off the ledge. Right? He's critiquing your performance. He's critiquing you as a fighter. Come on. Come on. He's critiquing your performance. You out here fishing and stuff. There's business to be done. There's marketing and promotion to be done. You know, there's a lot to be done. You know what I'm saying? It don't take nothing but a couple minutes out your day. And you gotta get disrespectful, bro. You gotta make him comfortable. It's like a hostage situation, or it's like somebody in the house. You know, they trying to talk him out the house, and he a danger to the neighborhood. He a danger to himself. You know, you got to talk him out that house. You know, you got to talk him about that house. You got to make him feel comfortable. You have to embarrass him. You have to embarrass him, and there's not being enough embarrassment done. You know, you want to see and say, I'm looking for you. That's not enough. Bernie can't do it for you. Bomac can't do it for you. It only can be done by you. You know? So he ain't doing enough you ain't doing enough to publicly embarrass him. And that's a fact. You're not doing enough to publicly embarrass him. You ain't even challenging his manhood, bro. And however disrespectful you gotta get, you know, then people will know how serious you are. People will know how serious you are. And right now, and right now, bro, like come on, it's a golden opportunity. You make him go to Al Heyman and say, bro, make the effing fight. You go to Al Heyman. You make him go to Al Heyman. Whatever you gotta do. You gotta date his baby mama. You gotta lay pipe in her. Whatever you gotta do, it is what it is, bro. His fans, and he done slandered your name through the mud. He done slandered your name through the mud. It's whatever you gotta do. You heard what Mike Tyson say, man, it's a business. You think when Mike Tyson go do business deals, right? All the glorious business deals he got, you think they bring up that BS from 20, 30 years ago? No, it's Mike effing Tyson, bro. All people just gonna remember is the fight. You gonna remember the build up, but after a while, if the fight matches up, if the fight is a good one or you dominate them, that's what they gonna remember. Point blank, period, bro. And then he's sitting around here talking like a clown, and he's allowed to get away with talking like a clown because you're not capitalizing on him. Crawford is just as responsible for not fighting Errol Spence as Errol Spence is running from him. That's the history of boxing. You know, if you want the fight, you got to go get it. Some people go get it and they don't get the fight. Some people go get it and they get the fight. You chasing him at 54, what do that change? What does that change about the situation? Nothing. He gonna do the same thing at 54. You're gonna do a lot of talking, this, that, and the third, bro. You can say yourself a lot of time, a lot of disappointment, and just dog his ass. I think somebody said Roy Jones said he showed up to his house. Man, forget all that. I'm showing up to the gym. I'm getting there, get there, a couple dollars, hit the bag. He been at the press conference. I'd have called Ben like, give me a credential. I'd walk right in the press conference, say, why you ain't fighting me? Just like Billy Joe did Canelo and Triple G. Like, what's going on? Why you won't fight me, Terence Crawford? You want to fight everybody else. You dancing around the question. You pricing yourself out. Why we can't fight? I ain't got no network. I'm free. The best opponent you said I beat with Chris Algier. Come on. I'm motherfucker walking around Texas, going to weigh-ins and final press conferences. I'm pulling up on him. Like, what's up, Errol? What's up? Don't seem like you want to fight me. Let's get this done for the fans. That's how you got to do it. And if Crawford don't do that, then come on, man. We can't fight for you, bro. Bernie can't fight for you. Bomac can't fight for you. You got to participate. You got to smoke this coward out. If you don't, it is what it is. If you at peace with not fighting him, then cool. You just as responsible as he is. Straight up and down. Even when Andre Ward, a good Christian man, asks you to do it, come on. Crazy, right? So, I mean, it is what it is. We already know Errol Spence ain't too keen on getting in the ring, you know. And Ty was like, when Ty fulfilled, he was like, what happened to the plan? Was never no plan to get the 3 belts and fight Terence Crawford. The Crawford was never in the plan, bro. Well, you know, I ain't really worried about it. You know, Trinidad ain't never been undisputed, and you know, Floyd ain't never been undisputed in the 4-belt era, and but they showed them bring up Zab being undisputed in the 3-belt era. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, those guys never did it, and you know, something that I want, but I don't need to be great. Well, I mean, shit, you ain't great without it. Unless you go up to 54 and conquer that division, then we could talk about you being good. You ain't good or great right now. You ain't a Hall of Famer right now. You beat Ugas, who cares? Cubans don't win big fights anyway. Ask Terence Crawford about getting booked. Come on, he started naming off people who ain't did it. Let's name about people who did do it. Terence Crawford. Come on. Who else is Canelo Alvarez? Come on. Danny Garcia almost did it, but he played it wrong. You get the rambling off people when you know he wasn't undisputed. You like, bro, I don't really need to. And nigga, I guarantee you, if Danny Garcia had that WBO belt, that final belt, if Batua Everstayonis had that belt, you know, if Virgil Ortiz had that belt, man, that fight would be signed, delivered, even before he fight Ordenis Ugas. The winner already have a contract in place to fight him. Come on. There was somebody in the comment section on Fight Hype. I don't even know how to say the nigga channel name. He in there talking about, well, with Floyd and Pacquiao, man, that's a totally different situation. That fight wasn't made over drug testing, and Floyd then was scared to fight that nigga. And that's the bottom line. I don't care if you say you fought around scared. Man, what are they? You know, androids, robots? They are. And wait did the Pacquiao get knocked out, then swoop behind there too long after that in the fight. Like, get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Of course, this dude dragging his feet and Bud gonna let him slide right by. Daddy Craig, let him do it. It is what it is. When you don't want to step out your scope of support, and you don't want I issue with doing that too sometimes. I don't really like doing interviews and doing some other stuff, whatever, but sometimes the job gotta get done. If Crawford gonna not say nothing and not market itself during this period, not chastise, not verbally destroy Errol Spence to the media, not show up and do that, then he gonna be quiet. Like, bro, why would I even want to work with you, bro? Why would I offer you big money and you can't even market yourself on your own? Right now, what is Terence Crawford doing to stay in the public eye? Say what you want to say about Ryan Garcia and his TikToks, he stays relevant. Right now, Errol Spence got a fight with Ordenis Ugas. He stayed relevant. Even before that, even he ain't fought in a year and a half. He was relevant with his story, with his car accident, with his sparring story, with missing the Pacquiao fight. Bud has nothing going for him right now in the public eye. So if he ain't planning nothing to capitalize on the Spence fight, Spence don't have to get in there with him. He ain't hurt my pride. He ain't testing my fighter spirit. I'm going to slide to 54. He going to continue to follow me to 54. It's going to be the same game. As soon as he look vulnerable, then I think I might fight him. So, y'all talking about Errol playing, getting the 3 belts, then fight Terence Crawford. Come on, it was never a plan. Just putting that shit off and then put it off completely. So, it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase the chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Check out the Welterweight and Boxing News playlist. Financial want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Other than that, hit the link tree link and take you everywhere I'm producing content at one time for the one time. Peace.